Hello and welcome to Explore Subnautica. I hope you like my new microphone and can hear me a bit better now. I'm still awaiting a pop filter to arrive. It's coming all the way from China and that'll help a bit too, but we should be fine for now, I think. Today we're going to be checking out how the upgrades for the scanner room function. I think I may have given incorrect information about the maximum range of the scanner room in my last video. I said it was 500 meters. I think I was just going by what other people were saying, but I started to notice that it seems to be a lot less than that, so we're going to be testing these things first. Then we're going to be testing out how the speed upgrades function, because I've never really played around with them much at all. What I did first to test out the range upgrades is I put a signal into my suit which gives me a range towards something, and then starting at the scanner room and pointing towards the signal I went forward 10 meters at a time and placed a bit of scrap metal. This is the second time I've done this, because the first time I just used titanium. I placed 20 pieces very carefully, turned around, and then noticed the obvious thing about spheres of titanium on an uneven surface: they roll. So I had to play a game of pick up with them, find a bunch of scrap metal and do it all again. I've got plenty of camera drones outside as well because I'm going to be testing their range. Now we'll go inside again. I also have the 4 range upgrades prepared, you'll see them in my inventory. So now, with no upgrades installed, we'll scan for scrap metal, and while it's scanning we'll check out the range of the camera drone. We'll just find the next camera. There it is, camera 6, and off we go. It doesn't matter what direction I go for this because it tracks your exact distance from the scanner room in the bottom left. I'm showing the whole thing this time, but for the subsequent tests I'll speed the video up so it doesn't take quite so long. Dodging past this gasopod. I was curious to see if their gas was set off by the camera drone, but evidently not. Reaching 350 meters, things are starting to look increasingly grainy until we can barely see anything at 400 meters. And then it finally cuts out at 500 meters. Now that we've done that, I'm going to give it a little bit of extra time to finish scanning. Just speeding up the footage for you here. That's definitely done now. So we'll just have to go out and count the pieces of scrap. And remember, each piece of scrap represents 10 meters range. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 40 meters. Now let's get back inside and I'll speed this up too. Before I put the first range upgrade in, I'll cancel the scan, put the range upgrade in now, and now what I'm going to do is wait a bit again for any updating to be done. I'm not sure if that's strictly necessary, but I want to do it anyway to be on the safe side. Now let's start the scan, and while that's running, check out the next camera drone. There we are, camera 7, and off we go. Sped up for you this time. .300, 400, and lost signal at 500 meters again. Now back into the scanner room, same as before. We'll wait a bit until it finishes scanning. Each time we do this, it will take a bit longer to scan because it picks up the pieces one at a time, and each time we do it, we're going to have more range, we hope anyway. That's done again, so let's count them. I'm going to switch to daytime so we can see, that's better. And how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 60 meters range with 1 range upgrade. Back in again, cancel the scan. Add a second range upgrade and wait. And a quick munch while we're waiting. Now we'll start the scan again and check the range of the next camera drone. So that's camera 8 we're up to now. And 500 meters again, no visible difference when it starts to get grainy either. Again, we'll now wait for it to finish the scan. It's starting to pick up some others now in another direction, but of course we're just going to count the ones I placed in a line. Okay, let's go out again, just checking there. With 2 range upgrades we now find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 70 meters. Go inside again, cancel the scan. Put another range upgrade in, 3rd one now, and give it a bit of time to update if it has to. Munch again. Accidentally fall in the water. And let's start the scan and test the next camera drone. "500 meters. Now let's wait for the scanning to complete. There we go, and let's count them. So this is with 3 range upgrades now. Switch it to day again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 80 meters. So let's go inside again. Cancel the scan. Add the final range upgrade and wait. Have a munch. Maybe 2. Start the scan. And check the camera for the final time now. There we go, camera 10, and off we go. Again, unsurprisingly, 500 meters. Range upgrades definitely do not affect the camera drones. We'll wait for it to complete its scan and then count again for the final time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 90 meters. So this is in fact the maximum range. So our results for that were 40, 60, 70, 80 and 90 meters for 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 range upgrades. I think what's more likely though is that each range upgrade increases the range by 10 meters, and the fifth piece of scrap metal that I placed was just outside 50 meters, so that would make the default range of the scanner room 50 meters. Then, as I said, every range upgrade adds 10 meters to that, giving a maximum range of 90 meters. Now let's check out the speed upgrades. What I'm going to do is just deconstruct the scanner room slightly and reconstruct it again, and that gets rid of all the upgrades. Now we just need to make our speed upgrades. I'll speed this up for you. Wait a minute. And start the scan. I've got a timer going, as you can see. There we are, 55.961 seconds. Cancel scanning. Add the first speed upgrade and wait. Start our scanning. I'm not bothered about checking the speed of the camera drones. I don't think they're affected and they're fast anyway. Somebody else can work that out if they want. "44 seconds. Now stop the scan, add a second speed upgrade and wait a minute. I'm sorry this isn't the most interesting video, but it has to be done. Start the scanning again. If you think this is boring to watch, imagine editing it. "32 seconds. Stop the scan, add our third speed upgrade. Wait a bit. start the scan. At least it's getting quicker each time. "20 seconds. Almost finished now. Stop scanning. Add the 4th speed upgrade. Wait. Start the final scan. About 8 seconds. So dividing each of these results by 4 and rounding slightly, we find that there's an interval of 14 seconds per scan by default with no speed upgrades, and each speed upgrade decreases the scan range by 3 seconds. I'd still recommend going with 4 range upgrades though, because you get the most of the very limited range this thing has got. We're moving on now to a regular thing I'm doing in my videos, taking a look at someone else's build. And this one comes from Ryth. I hope I'm saying that correctly. He was pointing out a bug on the forums that you can't attach 2 scanner rooms to the same base, and I wondered what would even be the point in attaching 2 scanner rooms to a single base, until I saw the size of the base he was talking about. It starts off in a column right there, and then extends downwards through the seabed, and this is the area underneath, extending off in 2 directions. There's another way you can get into the base as well, which I thought was pretty cool. You just go to this piece of coral here, and looking through that you see the base down there, and that's what it looks like from the other side looking up. As with everyone in the game who tries to build something really big, he essentially hits a performance limit with how much this game and his computer can take, and any further building will just be slowing things down. But these sorts of things are very impressive, and I hope once the game is ironed out we'll have more of these kinds of things that we'll be able to show you. But in the meantime, if I see something that looks good, I'm going to feature it on this channel. Thank you very much, Ryth. It's very impressive, and there's a link in the description to more of Ryth's Subnautica screenshots on Steam if you'd like to take a look. I hope this video will be useful to clarify how the scanner room upgrades in the game work. Take care and goodbye.